All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yo, trade me once, bro. I'll send you
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout.
Who the fuck is Walker?
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh shit, my bad.
Check 53, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Ooh, you don't need that.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
20. 61, match box, right. Hey, Sal.
On first down, it's Gurley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's pick it up. It's
Go.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now it's Gurley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Wait. 64, quick. 39.
53's the mark.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Boo,
Knocks the
get the
ball
fuck.
away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the
rookie
18,
making plays. I see
and he will
what?
return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Play action, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Got it.
53. Mike. Run.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, his 2nd sack of the night. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. You don't want that. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Play action. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Shit didn't even allow him to step in front.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's wild.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to go.
Boy,
he lost the football.
give me the
And
ball.
The Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Man open, it's Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, fuck. Yep, I know.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now the ball comes loose.
It's too little.
The Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Run ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here we go. 120.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Throw it.
He wants it all for the end zone.
Ah, he caught that shit.
Front Eagles touchdown.
Damn. Good shit, bro.
Play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As they
That was fake, though, 'cause
point
I was
away
dead.
now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Jesus Christ.
Listen. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big
hey, yo, what did I put the time at?
This
6 minutes?
remains a tie game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Psych.
They'll try and start.
Nigga, let's go.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Check 53. Check 53 is mine.
Another carry now for Gurley.
I could have been gone.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
6-6. Pull it high.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Fam, you got the one.